Todd and Julie Chrisley reveal the hardest part of not speaking for over 2 years. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley reveal the hardest part of not speaking to each other for over 2 years amid prison sentences. I remember everything about our relationship, so those memories kept me going, Todd said of how he got through the time apart from Julie. Todd and Julie Chrisley could not talk on the phone while in prison. They revealed on the latest episode of Off the Vine with Caitlin Bristow. The pair, who have been married for nearly 3 decades, were serving lengthy sentences after being found guilty on charges of fraud in 2022. Julie said that she could only email Todd and her calls to her family were limited to 10 minutes per day. Todd and Julie Chrisley are reflecting on their years-long separation while in prison. The couple appeared on the October 16th episode of Caitlin Bristow's Off the Vine podcast, where they revealed their inability to communicate while serving time for fraud charges from January 2023 until receiving full pardons from President Donald Trump in May 2025. Throughout those 2.5 years, Todd, 56, and Julie, 52, said they had little access to one another. We were able to email, but the email was very sporadic and it would take, sometimes 2-3 days for me to get an email or him to get an email, Julie explained. So we did not speak. Our new app is here. Free, fun, and full of exclusives. Scan to download now. Julie went on to point out that she and her husband of nearly 30 years were used to spending every day together working and filming. Chrisley knows best. When Bristow asked what their biggest challenge was while apart, Julie was quick to answer. We're parents, she said. We were still raising kids, and even adult kids, they still need their parents. And it has always been us against them because we've always been outnumbered, so it's always been us against them. So not being able to talk and collaborate and say, okay, how are we going to handle this situation? Because you try to parent as much as you can. Why did President Trump pardon Todd and Julie Chrisley? Everything to know about their tax fraud case. Inside Todd and Julie Chrisley's decades-long relationship, including their one rough moment when reuniting after prison. Julie shared that it was a lot harder for her to stay in contact with the family than Todd because she was limited to 10 minutes a day for phone calls, while his facility allowed access to a cell phone. You have to, at that point, decide which child you're going to talk to, who needs you the most that day, Julie said, adding of Todd, he's my person. Not having your person there when you're having a bad day, when you're having a good day, when, a birthday comes or a holiday. Those are big deals at our house. They've always been. So that was the hardest part for me. Todd said that he coped by reflecting on his memories with Julie. I give glory to God for this because my mind is so strong and I remember the first date that we ever had. I remember the first kiss. I mean, I'm the one who keeps the first ticket stubs from the movie that we went to, he gushed. I remember everything about our relationship, so those memories kept me going. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Something else Todd had that helped him feel closer to Julie came unexpectedly. He explained that their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, would bring him magazines to read when she visited, and he found a sample of Julie's perfume in one of them. I literally remember taking that and rubbing it on my pillow so that I could smell it every night, he confessed. And then I put it on the collar of my jacket so that I could smell it. And I never felt, as oddly as this is going to be or sound, I never felt separated from her because spiritually and emotionally, I was with her every second of every day. So I didn't have that separation anxiety because she was still with me. He said he also relied strongly on his faith and often thought, God, I know there's a purpose behind this pain, and I just need for you to help me live long enough to see that purpose. In 2019, Julie and Todd Chrisley were convicted on 12 counts of bank and wire fraud, conspiracy, and tax evasion. The couple has consistently maintained their innocence. Trump pardoned the couple in 2025. Todd and Julie Chrisley are opening up about the most emotional chapter of their lives as they continue to serve their respective prison sentences. The beloved couple from the hit reality series, Chrisley Knows Best, have faced the painful reality of being apart for more than 2 years, enduring a separation that has tested the strength of their love, faith, and family bonds. Despite the distance and silence imposed by prison life, the Chrisleys' unwavering devotion to each other continues to shine through the darkness. For the couple who once shared every moment in front of cameras, from their playful banter to heartfelt family moments, being cut off from one another has been one of the most difficult experiences of their lives. Todd and Julie, both known for their outspoken personalities and tight-knit relationship, are now learning what it means to love from afar. In a recent conversation with their daughter Savannah, the Chrisleys expressed the emotional toll of not being able to speak or even write to each other since the beginning of their incarceration. The hardest part isn't the prison itself, Todd reportedly told Savannah in one of her podcast updates. It's knowing that the person you've shared your whole life with and you can't be there for them. His words reflect the raw and vulnerable reality of two people who built their lives around family, only to be separated by walls and rules that allow no direct contact. Julie's emotions echo the same heartbreak. The matriarch, often portrayed as the steady, nurturing force in the Chrisley family, has described the pain of isolation as something beyond imagination. She once said that her faith and the thought of reuniting with Todd keep her going. "I pray every day for strength," Julie revealed through Savannah's retelling. "I know God has a plan, but sometimes the silence feels unbearable. Not hearing his voice, not knowing how he's really doing, that's what hurts the most." The couple's love story has long been a cornerstone of their family and television legacy. Fans admired how Todd and Julie managed their hectic lives with humor, honesty, and devotion, often turning their personal challenges into teachable moments. But prison has stripped away all the comforts of their shared world, leaving only faith and memories to bridge the distance. Savannah Chrisley, who has taken on the role of family spokesperson since her parents' sentencing, has been candid about the emotional strain this has placed on the entire family. She continues to update fans through her Unlocked podcast, where she often shares how difficult it has been to navigate life without daily communication from her parents. Savannah has described how holidays, birthdays, and family milestones have become bittersweet reminders of the family's separation. "It's hard to explain what it's like not having both of them here," she said. "But I know they're both staying strong for us." Todd is currently serving his sentence at Federal Prison Camp Pensacola in Florida, while Julie is incarcerated at the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. The separation between the two facilities makes communication impossible under federal prison regulations. Inmates in separate facilities are typically barred from speaking or writing to each other unless approved for rare legal or administrative reasons. For a couple who has shared nearly 3 decades of marriage, that rule has created an emotional barrier unlike any they've ever faced. Still, those who know the Chrisleys say that their faith and commitment to each other remain unbroken. Todd has often spoken about forgiveness, redemption, and resilience, even before his imprisonment, emphasizing that no trial could destroy what they've built as a family. Inside prison walls, that belief has turned into his lifeline. Julie, too, leans heavily on her spirituality, reportedly attending Bible studies and helping other inmates cope with their own challenges. While their physical distance remains unbridgeable for now, their emotional connection continues to sustain them. Savannah recently revealed that her parents have found ways to feel close even without words. They read the same Bible passages, pray at the same times each day, and rely on their children's updates to feel connected. These small acts have become sacred rituals, serving as reminders that love can endure even under the most restrictive circumstances. For fans who have followed the Chrisleys since their television debut, the couple's current struggle feels like a painful twist in what was once a picture-perfect family story. Chrisley Knows Best introduced audiences to a family that blended Southern charm with sharp wit and deep values. Behind the laughter and luxury, however, was always a message of togetherness, a message that now carries even greater meaning as Todd and Julie continue to live apart. The family's resilience has inspired both sympathy and admiration. Supporters have sent thousands of letters and messages expressing love and encouragement, assuring the Chrisleys that they are not forgotten. Savannah has said that hearing from fans lifts her parents' spirits tremendously, helping them feel connected to the world beyond prison walls. Despite the hardships, both Todd and Julie are said to be holding on to hope for the future. Their family continues to fight for their release, exploring every possible avenue to shorten their sentences. Savannah has shared that she believes her parents' story is far from over and that redemption will come in due time. She has often emphasized how much her parents have changed and grown from this experience, saying that they are using it as a period of reflection and renewal. For Todd and Julie, the pain of separation is balanced by the promise of reunion. Though they cannot communicate, they both hold on to faith that one day they will walk out free, hand in hand, stronger and more grateful than ever before. Their love, tested by distance and silence, stands as a powerful symbol of endurance. As the world watches their journey unfold, the Chrisley story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, love and faith can light the way forward. Todd and Julie may be living separate lives for now, but their hearts remain bound by an unbreakable connection, one that time, distance, and circumstance cannot erase. Their struggle has revealed not just the pain of separation, but also the profound strength of two souls determined to find their way back to each other, no matter how long it takes. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.